Abhishek Manu Singhvi first. It appears in the Congress party, the more things change, the more they remain the same. Please tell me what this CWC was all about, apart from reaffirming your faith in the leadership of Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi.
Rajdeep, let me make it clear that the Congress will go through fundamental changes at each level, from the bottom up to middle level, in persons, in policies, in programs. Number two, I completely decry and deny this sensationalism in each quarter of the press, as if the only reform possible is off with your heads. Unless we see 2 resignations, there is no reform. On the contrary, with this abysmal result, I would have thought that constructive, hard-nosed reform is required, not something to throw the party into greater disarray. There is at the moment no alternative of any kind to try and do this sensationalism as of the kind the press wants.
I'm not talking about sensationalism, sir. Please be clear. I'm not asking for sensationalism.
Everybody is saying reform is possible only if Gandhi, Congress President, and Rahul Gandhi, Vice President, resign.
No.
Unless they resign and leave, this is all cosmetic. This is all drama. Now, I deny that. According to me, you can have so many policy changes at different levels, and you will. Give it time. If you do not see, and I'll come back to your program, you can mark the date, Rajdeep.
Yes.
Within the next 1 month and within the next 2 months, policies, approaches, persons in all forms will be changed, and that's the way to go. But I agree with you.
So you're saying there will be a total revamp?
Test.
Are you saying there will be a total revamp? Because your resolution says...
Well, total means
just
very
a minute,
significant,
sir.
very strong revamp.
Sir, your resolution, as Singhvi Saab, your resolution says, CWC pledges to millions of Congress workers, it will create within the party opportunities and structures that will pave the way for a thorough revamp of the organization at all levels. Can you please tell me what I am to read from this? Because I've heard this in the past, and therefore the cynicism. It's not sensationalism, it's cynicism, sir.
No. Let me tell you. I think you've read exactly the right paragraph. I don't have it in front of me, but this is the paragraph to read. But it is not the mere paragraph. There is also rhetoric in such resolutions.
Yes.
I am putting my neck out and telling you that at every level, in all forms, give it time. If you don't see it, you blame me after 3 months.
How much time? You want to give me a timeline today? Today is the 19th of May. Please tell me. By end of June, end of July?
You will see, you will see a progressive series of changes. Yes, they will happen in June. Yes, they will happen in July. I'm not putting an end time. They may also happen in August and September. But I can guarantee to you that in approaches, in content, in policies and programs, and no less important in different office bearers and holders of office. Yes. But I again point out to you, Rajdeep, that when you are in disarray, please do not apply a single point test that unless you are changing the president and vice president, no reform is possible.
No, the reason, sir, I'm saying you seem to be suggesting accountability changes at all levels but the top. Accountability changes at all levels but the top. Everyone else, there could be accountability, there will be changes, but nothing will change at the top.
No, not at all. Look, the top has repeatedly accepted responsibility. Nobody, in fact, in the last 10 years, I have never once seen the top refusing to accept responsibility for defeat. They've led from the front. They've bitten the bullet. But what you are saying is something more, Rajdeep. If they were not accepting responsibility, I would agree with you.
Yes. But
what you are saying is much more. You are saying, apart from accepting responsibility, unless and until they go, they vanish. And there are enough people out there who would want that. As in an article, they're entitled to the view. I accept that. But according to me, reform, the precondition for reform cannot ever be and should never be the test. And I'm not talking of Congress.
Yes.
I'm talking of other parties as well. To think that unless the president and number 2 step down, there is no reform possible is a completely mistaken notion. It creates more, form. It creates more sensationalism. It creates more disarray and chaos, and does very little of constructive, solid reform. Mr.